Yeah, that's hard.
All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the BS.BS.Show. I'm with my boy C Sizzles in the house.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
What's
What's going
going
on,
on
y'all?
with you? What's going on with you, C Sizzle?
Well, slow motion so far. You know, the world is moving in directions we can't quite see. So let's talk
Right.
about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, C Sizzle, I want to welcome you into the show. I sure appreciate it. I love the podcast that you got going on, the work that you're doing. And
Appreciate it.
we're
Appreciate
going to
it.
send, yeah, we're going to let people know, get them over to your podcast and to your page because I love what you talk about with your relationships and everything. I mean, it's
Hmm.
on point. You see what I'm saying? I love it. And I think more
Yeah, I
people
appreciate it. I
need to
appreciate
listen
it.
to a lot of your ideas and stuff that you got going on. So let's get on into the topic. Today, C Sizzle,
Hmm.
just for a few minutes, y'all. Welcome into the BS.BS.Show. If y'all just tuning in with your girl, little lady Glue. L's up, L's up, L's up. One love, one love. You too.
Yes, sir.
The Basic Survival Show. We're talking about surviving today. And that's what the Basic Survival Show is basically all about. If y'all don't know, BS.BS.Show. Watch, like, subscribe, and share. I need y'all to comment as well. Come on in,
Hmm.
YouTube for the next 15, 20 minutes. We're sitting with C Sizzle. And C Sizzle, I want to know because, man, I cut on,
Hmm.
yes, I think it happened yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm leaving work pretty much, and I heard somebody say this guy named Kirk got
Charlie
shot.
Kirk.
So Charlie Kirk got shot, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's right. I had never really heard of him. And when the guy said it, I
Hmm.
stuck my head because I was like, "Who is Charlie Kirk?" I had never really heard of this young man. He's some type of activist, and they say he's been going for a while. He's on a high
Yeah.
pedestal, and he was talking about a lot of things that I think people disagreed about. But somebody shot him,
Hmm.
and he was 31 years old. Man, just for speaking his truth, his mind, or how he feel. Everybody got a right to whether you agree or disagree. What you think about that in these days and
That's right.
time?
Uh, if you look at the video, uh, you would say that it reminds you of the JFK assassination. If you just look closely at it,
Right,
JFK was
right,
he was shot the same
mm,
way.
yeah,
It's a
mm-hmm,
crime shame that we living in a nation right now where you can't even voice your opinion. You can't even stand for
mm-hmm,
something
mm-hmm,
and have an opposition without a person wanting to become violent with you. Wanting to take your
mm,
life forward. It shouldn't
mm,
be this way.
mm.
Um,
That's so true. That's so
let,
true.
let's look at it like this: our president, our leader, the chain of command of how this thing works. You can't even represent who our leader is, who the president is of the entire country. You can't even
Mm,
support him without having a target on your back. And in my
mm,
opinion, that's kind of a sign that we're going more into like a civil war era. If you ask me, that's just my
mm-hmm.
opinion, though. What I'm saying.
Right,
Uh,
right, and I can
I
understand that what you're saying. Yeah,
mhm.
that's it because you said something that really made sense about what happened to the ones. I mean, this has been going on. This political assassination stuff. It's been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A lot of people before this young man done got shot or whatever for what they believe in, what they stand for, and stuff like that. And it really is sad because you're supposed to have the freedom of the freedom of speech.
That's right.
So, so do you think people just got too sensitive now? I know you talk about the relationships on your show and how sensitive, sensitivity can lead to so many different ways for
Hmm.
people to act out on, to even maybe call somebody their life or whatever, this or that. So, man, give me something on that. Give me something on it.
I'll be real with you, little lady. Though. What I'm
Mm,
seeing, and this ain't something that's just risen. This is something that's kind of been brewing for a couple of years now. American society, it seems to be going more into a mental illness. Uh,
oh, mm,
it's almost like after COVID hit, it's been an explosion of mental illness in America. Uh,
mm,
Now
mm,
the guy that they saying shot him, they haven't caught him yet, but they did verify him. They got him on video. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's a college kid. So
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken, the guy that attempted to kill Trump was a college kid.
Mm.
So you're
Mm.
seeing more of this mental illness stuff in a younger population versus the older population, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem because
Mm-hmm.
they still have room to grow, and
Mm-hmm.
this is becoming too much of the norm now.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Trump is trying to do with the military and all that, I think to an
Mm-hmm.
extent that it is necessary. I think
Mm-hmm.
you have to have rules and you have to have a policy to kind of keep the population under control because what you're seeing is it's gonna sound crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
this is what too much freedom does to a person. You become entitled.
Mm-hmm.
You become you
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have no sense of discipline, because in your mind the sky's the limit, but in reality there is a limit to what you can do. You can't just go around killing people because you don't agree with their
Great
ideas.
point.
And so yeah,
Great point.
it's not
Great
looking too
point.
good.
That's a great point. Yeah, and I figure that because people think they take the freedom for granted. For number one, speaking on that with
Hmm.
Trump coming into Chicago, a lot of people take their freedom for granted, and they feel like because you're so free in this country that you're able to
Yeah.
do maybe anything you want to do. But every I do believe, and it's true, and I believe in it, everything have rules. You know what I'm saying? Rules and
Hmm.
regulations. And if you don't follow the rules, especially the Bible even tell you to follow the rules of the land. So if you don't follow
That's
the
right.
rules, there's consequences to whatever you do. So on that, with him bringing in the National Guard, he's talking about it to a lot of more of these places because we know he brought it into Washington, and we saw what happened with Washington, and they're saying that it pretty much cleaned Washington up. But check
Hmm.
this out: if you bring the National Guard into these cities? Do you What do you think? And they just say they clean it up. What do you believe or see, or what can you see or think going to happen once they leave these cities after they clean up? Do you think they will go back to the way it was? I mean, is it really going to do any good to bring them into the cities?
Well, I think bringing in the National Guard is more of a scare tactic, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they come into the city, civilian populations, what they play is what they call a support role. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
how your sheriffs and your state troopers out there. Sometimes they'll come in and assist the police. That's kind of they're
Mm-hmm.
coming in as a support role. So um, yeah, we can take the war in Iraq for example. No, Afghanistan, as a matter of fact. When America left Afghanistan after being there for 20 years, immediately after they left, the Taliban immediately took back over. So the 20 years
Yeah,
that they spent over
exactly.
there, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't. It was only solidified during the occupation of Afghanistan. So yeah, they come here.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will definitely, especially we talking about major black cities: Atlanta, Chicago, Memphis. These major black cities where the crime rates are out the roof. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do think when they come, there will be a difference. Curfew. You know, stronger action toward stronger penalties when you cross the line as far as disobeying the law,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they may be. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when they leave, we know black people now. We know our people. And I ain't gonna say specifically
Mm-hmm.
black people, but we in the proximity. It's our proximity. But yeah, when they leave, there's definitely going to be a reset. They're going to go right
Mm-hmm.
back. It's kind of like the school kids. When the teacher is in the room, it's different than when the teacher leaves the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of
They're
how
gonna
that's
cut
kind of
up.
how they're gonna cut up. The minute you walk out the
Mm-hmm.
room, and then when you
Mm-hmm.
come back, everybody she's coming, she coming. They go right back to being the so-called little angels that they want to think they are. So
Right.
uh,
Right.
yeah, it's gonna take more than just the military to keep this thing to keep this thing solidified. If they want to keep the peace, you're gonna have to bring in laws as far as stricter, harsher punishments, and the mayor and Congress in the city, the local
Mm-hmm.
authorities. they're gonna have to upgrade their tactics. That's what it's gonna come down
Right.
to when it's all said and done.
Right.
So
And I agree with you. Hey, that was powerful right there because if y'all just tuning in, I'm sitting with my boy C Sizzle in the house with Recreated Man podcast.
Yes,
I'm gonna let him
sir.
give y'all the link to make sure y'all get over there and check him out doing his thing. And I'm so glad to have him on the show, the Basic Survival Show, because Basic Survival is talking about surviving basically on this planet, just the survival period on this planet. And today we're talking about surviving how Charlie, his freedom of speech was kind of, he got his life took. And also just, man, will these cities survive the National Guard and things, the changes and stuff that's happening? Will we survive on this planet? So what you said was just like on point. You know what I'm saying? When the teacher leaves the room, the kids are going to cut back up. So we know he can bring this make this change maybe happen, but the National Guard cannot just stay there 24/24 and supervise. You know what I'm saying? They got to go back out to their duties and stuff like that. So, man, that was powerful what you just said, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that.
No problem.
So, yeah, that's great advice and great knowledge right there. So, let me say a couple more things before we get ready to get off this thing. On that note, like I said, what should we as a country, you know what I'm saying? What can we work on to try to make it better for everybody? Like you said, the country got rules and regulations, and for the mayors and all the politicians, you know what I'm saying? And not just the people in the country, just people just like us, but the politicians, government, how can we all come together, man, and try to make this, as Michael Jackson said, world a better place? What are some things we can work on? What do you think? Because I know you're good at relationships anyway.
Well, like I tell anybody, it starts in the mirror. It starts at home. And as far as Congress, that's going to be kind of a slippery slope, because you're going to always have a certain degree of corruption in these high places. Even if you do have good intent in Congress, you're going to always have people who are going to oppose what's right for the sake of making profit. So that's the problem with as far as us being people, civilians and all that. We just need to better our culture. We need to do and think in healthier ways, in my opinion. I think we have a lot of bad trauma that we don't deal with, and a lot of us have a past that which we're not really truly moving from, and we kind of acting on what we've been through in the past. And it starts at home. It starts in the mirror.
Right. That's it right there. That's it.
Yeah, you don't know that you some people, like I was looking at the video of the guy that committed the crime on the bus to the Ukrainian girl. What was it, last week? I think he killed the Ukrainian girl on the train. My bad, it wasn't the bus.
I know what you're talking about, on the train. It was a train.
Yeah, and I was looking at the guy's reaction. When before he pulled the knife out, he went from being calm and collect to all of a sudden becoming a psychopath in a split second. And so that's a mental disorder right there. And we have a lot of people like that walking around amongst us in society. So
right.
I'm for real with you, related. I honestly don't think there is a solution to this. I honestly think it may get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, because you hit on something. You said dealing with mental illness. That mental illness is real, and it's a lot of people in the country that have. I know Michelle Obama. They talked about it at once, how mental illness is just running rapid, and that's what it sounds like with what you just said. That you got a lot of mental illness and disorders that's not being addressed. You know what I'm saying, or anything like that, and so. You don't know. You just getting on the plane, the bus, and the train with these folks. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, ta-da! That's your.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't even see it coming.
You almost got the kind of prejudge people nowadays just for the sake of safety.
Right.
It's
Right.
really gotten that bad. So
Yeah. Wow. That's real right there. But I ain't gonna hold you. See, sis, I know you got to get out of here, man. And I appreciate the knowledge you just dropped on us today. But boy, did you drop it on us? You dropped it on us. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
yeah, I
Got to keep
appreciate it.
watching the BS.BS.Show. Basis of value. Y'all never would know who's gonna be showing up, what's gonna be happening, and what you're gonna hear, what you're gonna learn. So before you get out of here, C Sizzle, I want you to tell everybody, man, how can they reach you? How can they your podcast? And how can they get over and check you out?
Okay. YouTube is Recreated Minds. It's the name of the podcast. Just come on over. The show is just getting started. But we building towards the future. You know, everything takes time and effort, but we'll get there. And you can check me out on IG, also at C Sizzle. And that's how you can locate me. That's how you can find me. You want to, join the train. We trying to all get to the top. We can get there together. Come on
That's
in.
right. We can get that together. That's what I'm talking about right there. And is there a link that they can come to, or just look for Recreated Mind? And if so, how do you spell it so they make sure that they're going to the right place?
Yeah, it's Recreated. RECREATED, and then Minds, MINDS. Make sure you put the S at the end.
Okay.
It does make a difference.
It makes a difference. That's
Yep.
what I'm
So
talking about right there. And I know I enjoyed a lot of the shows you talked about relationships. You was dead on point with a lot of them. And I know a lot of people, y'all watching on YouTube, y'all just heard him. You want more of that young brother, you got to get over to his page and check him out. Watch, like, subscribe, and leave your comments. And let's do this thing. See, Sizzle, I ain't going to hold you. Man, you know how we do it. I would love to have you back. Let me know when you get ready. We're going to get you right back on here, man, so you to give us some more of that knowledge.
copy that.
Copy
Thank you for
that.
having me on.
All right. No problem, man. No problem. Take care. I sure will.
Okay,
you do
you
the
too.
same, man. All right.
All right, y'all.
All right. Yeah. That was it right there. That was it. Yeah. Yeah. That was it right there. I hope y'all enjoyed my boy C Sizzle. I hope y'all enjoyed them. And let me try to get this thing to cut off. There it is. I hope y'all enjoyed. Oh, it keep popping back on. Hold on. Let me get you back out of here, C Sizzle. As it don't want to pop off. Let's see, can I remove it? Okay, there it is. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed my boy C Sizzle did his thing. Yeah. He put it down. He told us the knowledge. He gave it to us exactly how he was. You guys make sure you guys get over on that brother page. Recreated Minds. Check him out. He's talking about relationships, fellas, ladies. If y'all want to learn how to relate to each other, man, he can steer y'all the right way. So make sure y'all get over his page and check him out. So once again, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. BS.BS.Show. Watch, like, and subscribe. Basis Survival. Tune in. Next time, thank you, YouTube. Sure appreciate you. And everybody, do me a favor. Put your L's in the air till the next time and say it with me. One love. I'm out.